It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Charlotte Hornets. Looking at Charlotte, they're coming in off a win in their last game against the Nets at Barclays Center. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Well, I wanted to go out and average 28-10. So 28 divided by 4 quarters, 7 points a quarter. My goal was to be on the attack, try to get to the rim every time, hit as many free throws as I could. And if I had double digits after the first quarter, it's over. The diesel will come. It smells blood.
So just 7 points a quarter. That's all you were looking for.
Yes.
And how many rebounds per quarter were you looking for?
4.
But that gives you 16 rebounds instead of 10.
I smell blood, Ernie.
I'm going to change the subject. That's it
up.
for now. Thanks for tuning in.
Shack it up.
Leave me
Shack
alone.
it up.
Hands off. Kenny, help.
Help!
Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest live from the Time Warner Cable Arena. This is the last stop for the Raptors before returning to Toronto. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
And an opportunity for them to even this thing up in terms of the season series. A team they'll see 4 times in all. A win here would boost their confidence in the matchup.
It sure would. They say the great ones always bounce back from a bad game. That goes for teams as well as players. I mean, they want to answer back for their last showing against this team and show what they're made of here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Toronto right now, Lowry out there with Johnson. Then it's John Lure. Then there's Anderson. And it's Holloway at the center position. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in his zone.
Walker against Lowry. Tries it from 19. They get it again. Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now here is Lowry, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game, off on the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
From deep three-point range, and Freak gets it to go on the assist from Robinson. Freak's got 5 points so far. Lowry kicks to Anderson. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Holloway. And just miss after miss right now.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
And thank you, Doris. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Fowler, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on it and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Here's Kidd-Gilchrist, and that one comes up a bit short.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
There's a screen. Lowry drives in, and he gets it to go.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Some changes for Toronto. Damari Carroll comes in for Anderson, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets Kings team.
Ross is checked in for Kyle Lowry. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 13-5 run. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ross. Freak dishes to Jefferson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Kaminsky is checked in for Thomas Robinson. Raptors trail by 8. Now Joseph, looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. The shot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Joseph's got his first 2 points. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to Atlanta.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
Not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense on your end and force more turnovers for the other side. That's the only way you're going to get that thing squared away. It's been a good one for Freak. He already has 10 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Rivers comes in for Kemba Walker. He hits both from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Joseph. Lets it go from 11, and it's Freak with the rebound. Hornets leading by 8. Screen by Jefferson. Pass to Freak. Batum for 3. Shot's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here is Ross. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night. Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Here's Kaminsky, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Ross against Batum. For the 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Feeds it to Freak. Charlotte moving it around. Jefferson passing to Fowler. On the wing, Batum launches it. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing.
Stingiest defenses. The Hornets #1.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
.56 seconds left in the first. McGinnis guarded by Fowler. And there's the pass to Carroll. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
6 on the shot clock. Kaminsky kicks to Rivers. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Free.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Raptors trail by 15. Kicks it to Joseph. To end the run. No good on the buzzer beater. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Hornets lead by 15. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Smooth sailing from an offensive standpoint thus far.
No other way to put it, Greg. They've made it really look easy so far.
Hornets leading by 15, so the Raptors 5 right now. Jamari Carroll is out there with Anderson. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Lowry. And it's Holloway at the center. Batum, a screen on Anderson. And Freak throws it down.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets really lit up the floor. He ended up with 50 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
The drive by Lowry. Passes it to Holloway. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Hornets leading by 18. Here's Fowler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 21 points for Freak.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Walker against Lowry. Pass to Holloway. The Hornets pull it in. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. And they were able to win it for the home fans.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
Jefferson's checked in for Charlotte. Thomas Robinson comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Kid Gilchrist, no good on that one. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Johnson the screen. Here's Holloway. Raptors get it back. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Hornets. Holloway.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
That one misses. Charlotte leading by 22. Anderson with the block. He dishes it to Johnson. Outside Lowry. Back to Johnson. Shoots the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. That's 7 points for Johnson.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Charlotte making a switch. Holiday's checked in.
Justin Holiday.
group on the floor now for Charlotte. A new group in now for the Raptors. Rivers kicks to Freak. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Toronto, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. To the inside, deflects the pass. Batum with the steal. Here's Fowler. The shot is off, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Now, here's Joseph. He's guarded closely, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Off the inbound. Francis grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Foul. Batum passes to Francis. Dishes to Freak.
Blocking foul. Calls out Terrence Ross. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's Freak. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
There's the dish to Carroll. And again, no good by Toronto.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Charlotte just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
All right, guys. Great first half. Home fans are loving it. Still want to go over a couple of things, though. We've been able to force a lot of turnovers, and we've crashed in on them. That's been terrific. Keep doing just what you have been. As soon as we get our hands on the ball, push it, and let's catch them on their heels. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. All right, guys. Let's get out there and play a good second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the 3rd quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
Charlotte has gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Foul in at shooting guard. Al Jefferson out there with Robinson. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Walker in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Lowry dishes to Lure. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anderson. No good. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist. And Walker kicks to Freak. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. Raptors shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the free throw.
Complete domination. What a game for Johnson. 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
He hits the second from the line. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the middle. And Freak throws it down.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Anderson, a screen on Walker. Lowry against Walker. And there's the feed to Lure. And again, Toronto no luck.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Charlotte moving it around. To the wing on the left. Jefferson kicks to Walker. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jefferson. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Johnson, the pass to Lure. Johnson dishes to Lure. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Kid Gilchrist.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Outside Lowry. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Walker. Drops in the breakaway layup. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And Kid Gilchrist gets the Freak, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Lure dishes to Johnson. It's Anderson with the drive. The pass to Holloway. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Charlotte. Damari Carroll's checked in for Toronto. Corey Joseph comes in for Tyler Johnson. And again, no good by Toronto.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Here's the screen. Lowry with the ball. He's got 11. To stop the drought, shot clock at 6. Rebound by Fowler.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Jefferson. Again, the Hornets score.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Lowry drives in, and it's sent back by Fowler, and he recovers it. The kick out to Anderson. The shot by Lowry. Wide open. And again, no good by Toronto.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Off the pick, and Jefferson sends it back. Another shot, and he hits the jumper for 2. Lure's got his first points in this one.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Time now for an injury report. Now an update on Kemba Walker from Doris Burke. Doris, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Hornets' head athletic trainer. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
There's the screen. Anderson passes to Lure. Shoots. Again, the miss by Lowry.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
And Walker kicks to Freak. It's blocked. They retain possession. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Joseph dishes to Lowry. There's a minute 34 left here in the third quarter. Count it from 12.
2 points.
Lowry's got 13 points. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Jefferson, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Lowry passes to Carroll. Lowry a screen on Robinson. Joseph with the ball, out defended by Freak, and he gets it to go. 15 points for Kyle Lowry. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 20-7 run. And Holiday kicks to Walker. Out to the wing. Now here's Freak. He's got 31. From down in the low post, it goes. Freak's got 33.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Feeds to Joseph, and stolen by Freak. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got his 8th assist in the game.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
6 to shoot. Joseph dishes to Lure. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
John Lure.
5 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Fowler. Misses the deep three-point attempt. The 3 quarters of play all in the books.
Every dime is a flake.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Checked in for the Hornets. The Hornets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, they got Terrence Ross. He's out there with Damari Carroll. Johnson is out there with Anderson. There's the pick. Kicks it to Ross. Fires the 3. There's the bucket. Good.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room. That is good. And that's now 38 points for Freak.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Anderson. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Batum. The Hornets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Foul.
Hornets foul call.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Toronto. Toronto's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Wasted no time on that one. Ross has got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Freak passes to Kaminsky. To the middle, here's Fowler, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Ross at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And it's Freak missing. The Raptors have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Williams. All sorts of time. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Down low, there's the pick. And it's Freak missing. Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Now here's Carroll. He's covered closely. Charlotte's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Rivers kicks to Freak. Good on the triple. Freak's got 18 points now here in the second half.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's McGinnis, stolen by Rivers. Here's Fowler. That's good. Freak's got 45 points. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Charlotte?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Rivers kicks to Batum. Inside. And Freak throws it down hard. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
Williams, a screen on Rivers. Outside Williams. Passes to Ross. Launches a 3. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
They get it again. Charlotte has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Toronto with the ball. Outside Williams. Stolen by Rivers. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, your perimeter game had a huge impact on the outcome tonight. What does your ability to connect from the perimeter mean to this basketball team?
it just opens up a lot of different things inside for the rest of us. I'm never going to be the kind of guy that could just shoot our team to victory, but I can play the role of hitting a few shots early and making things easier inside for the bigs, you feel me?
We got you loud and clear. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some games, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show. But not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.